Rio Tinto needs to show some responsibility over its failure to deal with the potentially toxic dross from its Bluff smelter, currently stored in Mataura. That was the message from Prime Minister Jacinda Arden during her visit to Southland yesterday.
A lot of work has been done over a number of years to try and resolve the issue. The flood in recent days has demonstrated the risk of some of those storage solutions. There's been a willingness from those in local leadership and central government to try and work to a solution. And now I'd like to see those who sit at the centre of this problem coming to the table as well.
Last week's floods in Gore and Mataura came close to drenching the dross, which releases an ammonia gas when wet, and was being stored in Mataura's former paper mill. This week the board of Rio Tinto, which owns the smelter, vetoed a deal to move about 10,000 tonnes back to the smelter, meaning Mataura could be stuck with the smelter's waste for several years. The government says legal action could follow.
We were only days ago in a position of believing that we had a resolution, so obviously there's some things to be worked through still. But what I can guarantee is we're going to continue to work with local leadership, which has been excellent in trying to drive a solution, and we'll be right there alongside them as we try and bring this to its finality.
The Prime Minister's visit to the south included both the field days at Waimumu as well as calling in at the Civil Defence Hub in Invercargill. Last week's floods have also created a massive clean-up job for southern farmers, and Arden says the government will continue to offer help and support over the coming months.
There will be fencing loss, debris, there will be probably some days before we'll even know the full extent, and feed loss. And so it's a matter for us of staying in touch with the Rural Support Trust as they work through that. And they've made contact with roughly 700 farmers who are directly affected. And I will want to make sure that ministers know their full extent, not just in days, but weeks and months.
As for the smelter waste, the dross is being stored at 4 other Southland sites, in Invercargill and near Bluff. 3 are privately owned and 1 is owned by the Invercargill City Council. In Southland, the South Today.